Makes me want to get my workout on. Sweatbands and my leotard. Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody to Tales from the Loop. We have two players that will be joining us momentarily. They are having some technical difficulties. That's all too common in the 80s, but
They're
they'll be
not
right
the
back,
only
I
one.
promise. We're still trying to figure out computers. So
Computers?
welcome to Tales from the Loop, presented by the Tabletop Tavern. Tales from the Loop is a tabletop RPG that is based off of the artwork of, I believe, I'm going to butcher the last name, but I believe it's Simon Stalhag. But it's wonderful artwork, conceived of like stuff from the 80s that never happened, but we all kind of wish it did. Very, very sci-fi. Amazon did a series on it. Very good series. I enjoyed that a lot. And while our game is a little bit more adventurous and fast-paced than the series, this is always good fun with these players. It's going to be pretty much a nostalgia run for anybody that knows anything about the 80s. This is like every 80s movie smashed together into a tabletop RPG. It's kind of how I run it. And the overall goal here is that once all of our players who are taking on the role of kids in the 80s, once they age out, that is to say, become over 15, we'll be progressing the game into the 90s. And so that'll be some good stuff.
And we're back.
All right. We got Scott and Katie back. All right. Cool. We're just doing a brief introduction here, talking about the show itself and the game and how this is all going to play out and everything. So anyway, welcome players. Hello.
Hello.
Here we are at session 0. Now, all of these wonderful players that are staring at me right now, they have all played this game before. So they sort of, kind of, little bit know what's going on with this game. So today is session 0. We're going to talk about their characters. We're going to put them all together, figure out how they're related, and just go through the book on how to create characters, get everything settled. And if you like what you see, stick around. Join us in the chat during our live streams during the game, and you get to spend some channel points to make things a little more chaotic and crazy. So in that brief stream starting soon, I think I've decided that we're going to start this game in 1983. Does that sound fair for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Bring up the book here. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is decide what type of kid you are. And I think Ayla has already maybe decided on something.
I have a character in mind if it works for the rest of the group. I was thinking about doing a bookworm, but I'd really like her to be younger and be the little sister of one of the other PCs, if anybody is up for that. So what I have in mind is sort of the she's really smart. She's kind of a book nerd, obviously. She does a lot of the actually.
Oh, dear.
So she might be the annoying little sister, but she's also super adventurous and wants to hang out with her older sibling all the time. And I was thinking she is very inconveniently truthful.
So my little sister in real life, because she's actually kind of like that. She's getting a little better, but
So I thought it could be kind of a fun potential for role play if we need to do something where we're going to have to lie our way into something, or we're going to have to be somewhat untruthful with our parents. That it might be a kind of fun role playing thing to convince my character that it's okay to lie.
We have white lies and big lies.
Exactly. So that's what I have in mind.
I like
Okay.
it.
Neat.
So potential bookworm.
Yes.
Anybody else have thoughts on what they would like to be?
I cannot remember what all options there are other than rocker, I will be honest.
All
Because
right.
it's been a while and my computer is still not connecting.
It has been a while, and I can assist with that. There's not too terribly
Thank you.
many, but we have the bookworm. There is also the computer geek, the hick, the jock, the popular kid, the rocker, as you previously mentioned, the troublemaker, and the weirdo.
Hmm. I kind of want to go computer nerd. Kind of switch it up from last time.
That's fair. I've got my handy dandy notebook so I can make notes.
I am writing all of this down so that way I can remember for when my computer is actually working and I can do the character sheet.
Right. Which I can get character sheets out to everybody if you need them. I don't know if you still have them from last time, but I can get them back out to you.
I don't know right now. I can't see.
Right. Cool.
I never had yours.
Oh.
I only had mine.
Don't you? Mm-mm.
But I have the PDF that can be editable. So,
Nice.
Sweet.
So what are you and Katie thinking?
I was kind of thinking about being a troublemaker this time.
Ooh,
Kind
good
of like
one.
Bart,
It's always fun.
Bart Simpson-esque. Dropping cherry bombs in the toilets.
Oh my god.
What?
That's
All
great.
right. Keep cherry bombs away from Scott. Got it.
Oh, no, that's going to be my
I was gonna go complete opposite since I think I was the bookworm
You
slash
should scoot over a little.
weirdo chick. I think I'll be the popular girl.
Oh, all right. Good one.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow. That's a sign you've been on the internet way too long. I wrote popular girl, but spelled it with a U. And I wasn't even
Popular.
Popular.
Popular
popular
girl.
girl. I
Girl.
wasn't
Oh,
trying
Girl.
to do that on purpose.
Girl.
I got you now.
Anyway.
Gamer girl.
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Who
no.
Take that back right now.
We're going to have all kinds of different people coming into stream.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of first and last time viewers.
Yep.
You're like, this was not what I was promised.
Yeah.
I paid $9.95 for this. All right. So the next thing to decide, which Ayla kind of touched on a little bit, is how old your characters are going to be. And that is anywhere from age 10 to age 15.
Well,
I don't even remember my age from last time.
Well, if I wanted to be the younger one, then I'd probably go 10.
Okay. Now, the benefit to, in case anybody forgot, because as Harley said, it was a while ago since we did this, the younger you are, is the younger you are means you get more luck points. The older you are means you get more attributes, which help you roll things, like building your dice pools and stuff. So that's kind of the ups and downs of those two.
I think it'll be 13.
13 for popular girl.
I'll go 13 as well. Why not?
I was honestly thinking the same thing.
Well, all right then.
Lucky 13, right?
Yeah.
And then
Lucky or unlucky 13.
Ayla will be
So I'll be the 10.
10. That I feel like you're gonna be that sibling that like the parents say, "Oh, take your sister with you." And you're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if any of you are up for that. But I think that would be fun.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Okay.
"Oh, really? Gotta hang out with
Yeah.
my too?"
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Ayla and Katie are going to be siblings. Cool. So this time around, I think I'm going to actually use what's in the book, and we're going to base this game out of Boulder. It's a pre-written area that's in the actual book itself. So we're going to have you all set in Boulder, Colorado.
All right.
I think. Wait, hold on. 1 second. I might be getting a fan-made one mixed up in my brains.
I'm writing all of this down in pen. And it's not the erasable
Same.
kinds. I should
Well, I hope
be
you're
using
ready
the
to
erasable
scribble it
kinds.
out.
Yeah, it's Boulder.
Is it? Okay. I was like, I'm remembering Boulder for some reason. I don't know. But I want to say there's also another one
Yeah.
that may be the fan one I'm thinking of, where it's based out of like Nevada, Arizona area with like the Hoover Dam and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, Boulder City.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, it is. It is in Boulder City is here in Nevada. The main reactor for DART, I'm pretty sure. Boulder City itself, anyway, is fairly close to Hoover Dam. I'm looking at the map right now, so. But yes, that's where we will be. We'll be Boulder City. It's kind of tucked away in a mountainous kind of area. I will make sure to get the map to you all so you can kind of see what's going on with that. But
All right.
let's
Cool.
continue with character creation.
Nice.
And yes, in America, the loop people is called DART.
Dart. All right.
DART. It's an acronym. I'll have to look up exactly what that is. I know it's like Department of Advanced Research something. Anyway. All right. So next is to distribute a number of points equal to your age in your 4 attributes. 1 to 5 points in each. So this is where we'll have to pull up character sheet. Give me 1 second, and I will get that pulled up. Character sheet. All right. So your 4 attributes are body, tech, heart, and mind. And so it sounds like everybody except Ayla will have 13 points.
Ooh.
All right.
And if you don't have access to a character sheet right this second, you can just throw it on some scribble paper like Harley's doing.
Yep, all right here.
Oops. Okay, and then
There are no maximums. It just has to total out to 13.
5 is the maximum.
Five.
1 to 5.
All right.
And then after you've allocated those points, you get to determine your number of luck points. This is equal to 15 minus your age.
Okay.
I think for the next step, which is the skills, we're just gonna skip over that for now because I'd have to read off all the skills. So we'll just jump over that real quick.
I'll try and find a place where I can do this and have Wi-Fi.
Once this part of it is done, for anybody who may be viewing or watching or thinking about possibly trying this game out, this is kind of the mechanical part of the game. Everything after this really delves into the kid itself, and really lends to more of the RP aspect of this game, which is very RP oriented game. There aren't even hit points. There are conditions, but seeing how everybody is kids, they can't actually like perish. They might end up in the hospital or in a coma or things like that, but this is a fairly family friendly game. Now, once we advance into the next part in the 90s, which is called After the Flood, that's when the kids are older, they're teenagers, and they get some hit points to try and not perish. So things get a little more risky. Not that things aren't fun. Like it's still a riot watching everybody run around and try not to break an arm because you have to try and explain it to your parents. You know, always fun. Who took an axe to the door? They did it.
I have no idea. The axe just appeared. It was the oddest thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. If everybody is ready to move on, we will go to step 6 of 14.
6 of 14.
Yeah.
So this is picking an iconic item. So your iconic item is going to give you a bonus to your dice pool later on. And I already saw that look, Scott. I know what you're thinking for your iconic item. So what are you all thinking?
I figured an encyclopedia. Seems like it would fit. Like a
like
pocket
from
or like
the
kids encyclopedia from like the Scholastic like book catalog or something.
Yeah, you remember
Oh,
like there used to be those
yeah.
people that would go door to door and they'd be like, "Would you like to
Yeah.
buy the
So can I
Encyclopedia
yeah,
Britannica?"
can I have like a whole set of Encyclopedia Britannicas with me all the time?
Just got
Yeah.
the wooden bookshelf on your back.
Oh my god.
she's got
That's
one of them
what-
little
that's
Red
what's
Rider wagons,
Yeah.
or not? Not Red Rider, Radio Flyer.
Yeah,
Oh
radio.
yeah.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Rider's the BB gun.
Yeah.
You'll shoot an eye out, kid.
Mm-hmm.
No, Bart
Yeah.
Simpson here is probably thinking he wants cherry bombs as his iconic item.
A little box of cherry bombs. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, you know. I don't even know what the iconic items are.
It can be anything, basically. Anything within reason.
Yep. I can read you the examples though, if you would like.
Please, because
Pull up the book here, and you are the computer nerd.
I am the computer nut.
All right. So for your iconic items, you can choose or make up one of your own. The three that it lists in the book are a computer, a pocket calculator, or a toy lightsaber.
Toy lightsaber!
Wonderful.
Totally works.
I have read this book so many times and I've never seen that.
Yeah, I don't
know
remember that
why
being.
I skipped right over that.
Me neither.
I
Have that
love
just
that
tucked
that's
away in
for
your
the
book bag
computer
that's
nerd.
Like, did they somehow update the book on my computer? So we got toy lightsaber, box of cherry bombs. Let's roll for funsies. Scott, do you have dice handy?
Yep.
Roll me a d6 to see how many you have in your box at game start.
5.
You've got 5 cherry bombs at game start.
Sweet.
Game over, folks. It was over before it started.
Oh, that's
Ayla, Katie, what are you thinking?
I was thinking about a contact book since
No,
I'm
my
so
roommate's
popular. I
on
have
freaking-
connections with anyone.
Go on Teams with me.
Okay. All right. So like a little black book.
Kind of.
Okay. I'm just going to write book of contacts. Cool. All right. Ayla the bookworm, what's your iconic item?
I was actually thinking an encyclopedia.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
but not
You were
like a
thinking
whole
about that. All right.
Not like a whole set,
But
but like, you know, a pocket encyclopedia.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
that
Pocket
that's
size.
come in handy.
Fair enough. What letter is it? No. All right. Now that we have chosen our iconic items, we get to pick a problem. So some problems, I'll just use computer geek because it's right here. So some potential problems you can go with is like the tough guy hits me, my parents are always arguing, or she doesn't even know I exist. Those are some example problems.
The vice principal has it out for me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's with the bull. You get the horns.
That's right.
What was that ruckus?
Oh gosh.
I'm now gonna have to watch Breakfast Club and really get into that character. That's gonna be the vice principal.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anybody
Can I
else?
do the parents not gonna do the parents arguing because that would kind of sort of be a repeat.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The first one was the bully beating me up, right?
Yep.
That one.
All right. The bully's beating you up.
I do my best to
The return
keep
of
out
Bud.
of the sight. The return of Bud.
Katie, Ayla, what are you thinking for your character's problem? What is a situation that they're dealing with on a daily basis?
I don't know. I guess it depends on. I don't know. What were you? Do you have anything in mind, Katie, for like our family? Do we have a good family? Do we have a
Okay,
happy home?
so-
Are our parents fighting?
So check it out. I was scrolling through the book just
I
to
have no idea.
take a look at some of the examples. And I got to Popular Kid, and as I was reading them, as I read the first one, you were talking about something with your family. The first problem example for a Popular Kid is my aunt lives in our basement, and she is crazy.
What?
That's awesome.
Love that.
I mean, I'm down for having a crazy aunt in our basement.
It's the reincarnation of Brenda the goat.
Yeah, that's her name. That's her name, Aunt Brenda.
And she thinks she's like a goat. She just meh. When did she come down?
Doesn't help that she's a vegan.
That's good.
So some of her words, if they end in like A's or anything, go ah.
That's her laugh. She sounds like the nanny.
Ah.
Fine.
So I don't know. Does crazy aunt in the basement sound good?
What else?
We can go with that.
A couple other ones are mom/dad is having a secret love affair. Our rival knows what you are trying to hide. That is for the Popular Girl. The Bookworm says some problems are nobody tells me how my dad died. My sister is really sick, or that weird man is following me.
I think he thinks that I probably won't have the last word, but he's not.
I'm not sure how I would feel about the weird man in the free candy van.
Yeah. A little weird.
Not the vibe. Not the vibe. Punch him right away. Go look. There's a bird. Run.
Yeah. I've got free puppies.
About something. Yeah, here.
You are just.
Crazy Aunt Brenda, who is the free candy van man.
No.
There we go. There's constantly a
Oh,
white
no.
van with black spray paint on the side for free hugs.
Oh no! And it's just
Never ask
crazy
Brenda
Aunt
about her
Brenda.
her van.
Oh no!
Buffalo Bill.
Spiraling so bad.
Oh goodness!
Okay. Wait, hold on.
We could
Aunt
do
Brenda's,
like our parents are fighting because our dad doesn't want Aunt Brenda in the basement.
There you go.
It could be like
I
a
feel
big,
like that could lead
a
to a
big
lot of good
ball.
stuff.
What was that, Katie?
It could be like a big ball of problems. Like crazy Aunt Brenda lives in the basement, so she's super embarrassing, and our parents are fighting
Because of her.
because of her.
Yeah,
That's
good
good
with that.
stuff.
if you guys are
I
good with
like
that.
it. That's in depth.
Mhm.
That is some good stuff.
It's because the town's trying to charge your dad extra for the van being parked out front. It's an eyesore.
Their HOA is constantly causing problems.
That's right. It's riding him. You need to move that van. Cool.
And
I like it.
Brenda's the type that'll just move it like just turn it around but keep it in the same spot.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Cool. All right. So your parents are fighting over Aunt Brenda, who lives in the basement and is crazy. I like it.
I put my parents are fighting because of crazy Aunt Brenda, the basement troll.
The basement troll.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh dear.
I'm curious to know though. Well, I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm curious to know like what your feelings are on crazy Aunt Brenda. So we'll get there.
We'll get there one step at a time.
All right. All right. So the next step, which is step 8, is to pick a drive. What drives your character? For the computer geek, a couple examples that they list are I love puzzles or peer pressure makes me do it.
I like that one. I wrote one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
So I've got every adventure contains the answer to an unasked question.
Whew. That's some deep.
I feel like that kind of encompasses both the things I kind of have in mind for her. She's very adventurous and curious and inquisitive, but also needs to know all the things.
Fair enough. No, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that a lot.
I'm gonna go with I like to
Popular
solve
kid.
puzzles.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Popular kid is it's a relief to get away from the burden of popularity, or I hate secrets. Those are just 2 examples. Troublemaker, it says your examples are I'll do anything to get away from home, or my friends and what we do is the only thing not broken in my life.
Oh,
as he's lighting a cherry bomb, he's like, yeah, aw.
honestly, that how be though.
I'm gonna go with the burden of being so popular that I like my alone time.
Okay, that's good. I feel like that's pretty accurate. Scott, you got anything?
Yeah, I was thinking like what drives me is wanting to make my peers wanting to fit in with my peers by making them laugh.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
cool.
Yeah, kind of like a class clown. Like I'm doing this for attention.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Okay. And now we're moving on to choosing a pride. Computer geek. Pride. Choose one or make up one of your own. When shit hits the fan, I don't back down. Or I'm the smartest kid in school.
Who's that for?
Which one? Did that come
That's
from?
for the computer geek.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, huh. This.
That's interesting.
The pride for the popular girl, a couple examples are everybody likes me or I know everything about everyone. And then the old troublemaker says, I helped a bird with a broken wing, or I stood up to the teacher.
I stood up to the vice principal.
I feel
now
like
he's got
that's
it out
the
for you.
only logical conclusion.
Right?
Detention.
Let's see. How was the never back down one worded again?
All right. That was worded as when the shit hits the fan, I don't back down.
That one. That's why she gets beat up.
Fair enough.
She doesn't back
Well,
down.
I mean,
and
come on.
she-
What
she-
Jedi would back down?
Yeah. Honestly, trying to be a Jedi. Is it working? Maybe not quite so. But he's got the spirit and the drive.
All right. So now we're really going to start delving into more of the RP value of all of this. These last 4 steps are more about your character and their feelings and things like that. So step 10 is define your relationships to the other kids and to the NPCs, which we don't really have any NPCs picked just yet. I figure we can kind of handle that like off recording. We can discuss NPCs and how, I mean, obviously we've got the vice principal, we've got Aunt Brenda. We got 2 people so far, but we'll handle that off stream. Right now, I'd like to know your relationship to each other, which obviously we know Ayla and Katie are both siblings. So what about the rest of you? How does everybody jive together?
Well, Katie, how do we feel about each other? Just because we're sisters doesn't necessarily.
I find you super annoying because you always want to be around me, and I always have people around me in general, so I can never just have my alone time and just escape. There's
Okay.
always someone there.
Okay. I could see me like trying to bust into your room to talk to you about something and you just being like, I just want you to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Aunt Brenda's sitting outside in a tree eating popcorn.
Just hearing her make
Love that.
noises occasionally.
Yeah. Brenda, why are you on the roof again? You're embarrassing us.
I'm talking to the birds.
They have pretty little secrets.
They carry all the secrets. Every single secret.
Aunt Brenda, friend to crows. I'm just going to make a little note of that.
All right. She's amassing the crow
I can
army.
get down with that.
Crow army.
Crow army. No, a crow murder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because group of crows, they are a murder.
I love this.
Now,
This
it's
game
not
is
like
out
I
of
put
control.
in some research into the second half of my name. Never.
Katie, I'm
Okay.
thinking we were friends, but we were closer friends when we were younger. And then, now we're getting into that weird middle school age where you're growing up and I haven't yet. So maybe now I'm dealing with that whole, I still want to be friends and I still want to hang out around you. And I don't understand why things need to change.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Because all my
You
friends
wanna
are
build a
older and they wanna go to,
snowman?
the skate park, and I feel like I just gotta babysit and drag my sister along.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's what immediately popped into my head was Elsa and Anna.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
forgot about
Harley, Scott, what are you two thinking? How do you fit into all this mess?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Sorry, I had
that's-
to mute for a second because
Oh,
my
you're
mic
good.
picked up my roommate.
It's all good.
Let's see. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Um,
we could have like an arrangement going on where you're helping me with classwork and whatnot, and I'm helping you with bullies. Kind of like a,
Yeah.
cardio plan, right?
you know, we have each other's back. You have my back for the schoolwork, and I have your back for bullies and whatnot.
A mutual benefit. Yeah. Kind of sort of thing.
And occasionally you can come
Okay.
for me for my pranks,
Okay.
kind of be like, oh, I didn't see him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right
Like,
on.
oh, who did what now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Like, I can just imagine, like, her lightsaber just, like, kind of somehow attached to, like, one of the belt loops, and she's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now, do the two of you have any kind of interaction or connection to Ayla and Katie? I mean, obviously, you're all going to the same general school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I mean,
popular, so I know
do you
everyone.
feel like that was, oh, we've passed each other in the halls, or do you have more of a connection than that?
So, did you ever get a chance to ask
I-
her to do it together or separate pictures? 'Cause
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Katie is the popular girl.
Mm.
I think that's probably the main way that, like, they even interact is, like,
Well, so how, Katie being the popular girl, are you also the sort of like ew nerds kind of popular girl, or
Yeah,
are you
what-
more like you're friends with everyone kind of?
So I'm friends with everyone, which is kind of like a double-edged sword because I'm also friends with people's bullies.
Mm.
I'm friends
Fair
with
point.
okay.
everyone.
So you've probably shown interest a few times in, like, what I'm interested in, like Star Wars or, like, something nerdy.
yeah.
And I don't know, probably just kind of pretended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talked her ear off.
Yeah. It just, like, goes into a whole rant about how to be a Jedi in the Jedi way.
Meanwhile, Katie has like seen the movie once, like still calls him like Darth Mater or something.
Who's this Darth Mater?
It's
And now I can think about this Cars Mater. And like,
hard.
yeah.
That won't be out for another couple decades.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Just confuse all of the characters with other characters.
Right.
No, confuse Star Trek for Star Wars and vice versa.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, Star Wars. I remember Captain Kirk. That hurt my
Crunch
soul, I'm not
thing?
gonna lie.
That's kind of curious.
What's that?
When did Captain Crunch come out?
Oh.
That had to have been. That was around in the 80s. I feel like that's been around forever.
To the Google.
That's been since like the dawn of time.
Chat, if you know when Captain Crunch came out, we'd love to know.
Wow.
1963.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been that long.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Huh. Was he still Captain Crunch or was he Lieutenant Crunch back then?
Right though, right? The important question.
These are the things we need to know.
Mhm.
And Barry Captain Crunch came out in '67.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Oh boy.
I feel like the 80s was like the age of themed cereals.
Right.
I mean, because that was when they still had the toys in the cereal box.
Oh, like
Yeah, because kids didn't choke on
Yeah,
them.
spoons.
yeah, like there
Or
was a
they
toy
did,
in
and the
the
parents just
in the
didn't
end.
care.
Yeah. But then they started putting it outside of the bag. So it was like between the bag and the bottom of the box, and then kids started learning that you could pop open the bottom of the box in the grocery store and get the toy out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you know this?
Nothing.
Well, no reason at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, with all the relationship sans NPCs out of the way, our next step is step 11 is to pick an anchor, and your anchor is a person in your life that you can go to that will help essentially restore hit points by interacting with this anchor. So, for example, the computer geek has your mother or father, a science teacher, or the guy who owns the comic shop. Those are some examples of anchors for the computer geek.
Yeah. I'm
I have a
gonna
pretty
go
good
with the
idea on how
science.
I can tie myself to Katie and Isla.
Uh
Yeah.
Crazy Aunt Brenda is my anchor.
oh.
We're not related. We're just really good friends. She's got really good pranks.
She sells fireworks out of that van.
And this is why
All
our
right.
parents are fighting, because Aunt Brenda is giving fireworks to children.
Right.
And it's like probably not even legal, like at all.
No.
On
No.
any
We're,
level.
we're definitely not talking snakes and sparklers here. We're like,
Aw, sparklers.
Ooh.
She limits me to cherry bombs, but meanwhile she has M80s and quarter sticks in there too.
Right?
So she's being kind of responsible.
I feel like there's more to Aunt Brenda than things they're letting on.
Oh yeah.
Than what seems. Oh,
She got lawn darts too.
Oh, lawn darts.
oh dear.
All right. So
Going down a loophole with Brenda.
Yeah, they didn't
I know
Oh,
she's become the most dangerous NPC that we have.
Yep. She's just that crazy wily hobo, you know.
Anybody else got any ideas? Love that, by the way, Scott. That's great.
I applaud you, Scott. I applaud.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got to think hard about this.
I'm thinking maybe maybe I've befriended a like somebody who runs, or like someone who works at a history museum, or I guess it depends on what area I see her being. Like, other than just random trivia, or like maybe a animal rescue or something.
Okay.
I like the idea of like maybe there's a museum in town.
I do too.
And she's kind of befriended one of the curators there or something. I'll give that a little bit more thought too. because that'll be one of my NPCs.
Okay, perfect. Museum curator. I like it. All right. Harley, Katie, what do you got?
I was thinking the science teacher.
Ooh, okay. Good one.
I was thinking a music store,
Wow.
like a record shop.
Okay.
Yeah, because music is my escape because it's away from everyone.
Heck yeah.
Nice, nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
My previous character would approve.
Things are definitely starting to come together here.
And people tend to leave you alone if you got those giant earphones on,
Right.
Mhm.
which have come
Alright.
back.
So really the next 3 steps are kind of something that you can do on your own, but it's to name your kid, write a short description of like what you look like, your personality, things like that, and then choose your favorite song. And you know, that's it. That's character creation.
Yay.
Well, I was thinking for my character name, I was going to go with Elizabeth. And probably the name that she goes by is Lizzie, because
Okay.
that feels like a very 80s young girl
Yeah.
name.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it.
Um,
Anybody else have any character names that they would think they'd want to go with, or is that something you all think you might need to take some time on?
I may need to take some time on.
I was gonna go with Cindy and then Sin because it's cool.
Nice.
Getting your edgy phase in.
Right.
It's about that time.
I feel like that's a very 80s name.
Cindy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Cindy
Cindy.
Lauper.
Yeah, that's probably where it's coming from. And Scott the Troublemaker, what are you thinking?
Mm,
You don't have to decide right now. You can take some time on it. I just didn't know if you had anything already jumping out at you.
nothing in particular, right offhand, but maybe like just Mark or Marcus. Just seems
That would
like
work.
seems like a name that a troublemaker might have.
Mhm.
Well, we
Sure.
have a coworker named Mark, and he's a bit of a troublemaker.
Fair enough.
Fair.
All right.
Fair.
Well, I mean, that's character creation in a nutshell. I mean, we can hash out skills off the recording in Discord and just kind of talk about NPCs, you know, things that we need to finalize before we play again. But yeah, once we decide on our actual play schedule, I will make sure to get that out to all of you lovely viewers and listeners who are checking this out so that you know exactly when we're going to be on and you know when to have your popcorn and your soda ready and your 3D glasses, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. But I like how this is shaping up so far.
It's gonna be fun.
I
Yeah.
really am quite terrified of Brenda and how she's going to end up in this. It was easier when she was a crazy goat, but now that she's a human being, this is weird. But I feel like she's an Aries, just to keep with that goat theme. I know Aries is a ram, but whatever. Tomato. Anyway. Well, it's very good seeing you all again. I can't wait to play and actually get rolling some dice and put you all into some weird 80s nostalgia trouble. So I think this is gonna be a good time. But
It's gonna
awesome.
be great.
Cool beans. Well, thank you to the viewers who popped in and sat and watched. And I hope that maybe you'll give Tales from the Loop a chance. Maybe you'll give it a try sometime. It really is a very easy system. D6 dice pools. As long as you roll 1-6, whatever you're trying to do, it does. So super
Which is
simple.
sometimes harder than you'd think.
For real. I think the last time we were playing, Katie rolled like 18 dice at one point and didn't get a single 6. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
So definitely, Ayla is definitely right. It's sometimes easier said than done. But thank you very much for tuning in and checking this out. Make sure to check us out when we play again. We're hopefully thinking about doing this bi-weekly, but we got to make sure everybody's schedules line up and everything's good.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it will definitely be at least once a month, and we'll get that date out to you. So thank you all very much for checking this out. Thank you to the players for making your characters and having some laughs tonight. And we will see you all next time on Tales from the Loop. Later, taters!
Bye.
I've heard tale of the finest ale called Hairy Nipples. One sip of it makes your vision go into triples. It'll make you dance and sing like all of us bards, and get you in trouble with most of the guards. It's mixed with hair from our finest bartender, and all the hops will send you on a far bender. Grab some hairy nipples and take that first sip, 'cause it will surely have you on a wild trip.